Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the first game of the season. The sun is just setting here in Peoria, Arizona, but the night has only begun. Today, we have two great teams going at it, going head to head. My name is Reginald Wright, and right beside me is Greg Graves.
How we
And
doing?
yeah, how are we? What are we expecting for tonight, Greg?
Yeah, it's an exciting game. You know, two high-powered teams. Obviously, both went to the championship game last year, and Liberty, the home team, the former and current number one team in the state. Tough game for Mountain View today, but the boys are ready to go.
Of course. And obviously, both these teams have had a great season last year. Obviously, Mountain View going undefeated in the 6A Fiesta region. 12-2 overall record. Obviously, they made it all the way to the championship game. Yeah, they made it all the way to the championship game where they lost to Centennial, and just like they have some pretty similar stats. We're looking at the screen here. Similar completion rates. I mean, Liberty just edges it by like 0.2%, and then Mountain View edges it by about for like yards and completions, 15.2 compared to Liberty's 13.9, and then obviously edges it in carries as well, 7 compared to Liberty's 5.2, and both these teams like blow the national average for stats out of the water.
Absolutely, as we're going to see tonight, two elite quarterbacks. Liberty will be welcoming a new quarterback on the field tonight. But for the Toros of Mountain View, Brady Goodman, the senior, will take the field for his senior year and his first start of the season. Put up some tremendous numbers going back to last season, and the Utah State commit will have all eyes on him tonight against the number one team in the state.
And of course, before we get underway, we will send it down to the field for field correspondent Blessing Frazier for her interviews earlier with both head coaches.
My name is Blessing Frazier. I'm here with Varsity Sports. I'm with head coach Thomas of the Liberty Lions. Coach Thomas, this is a home game. What are you guys preparing to do out on the field tonight?
Yeah, just excited for the first game. You never know what it's going to bring. It's a lot of jitters usually. So hopefully we'll play clean football and obviously compete against a really good team.
And you guys had a very impressive record this last season. Coming out on top, what are a couple of your goals tonight to make sure that you guys reign supreme and get a good start going into this new season?
Yeah, the first night again is making sure organization's clean. Get everybody on the field, needs to be on the field, and just guys going out and playing their capability.
And you guys have a pretty stacked roster. Who should we be looking forward out tonight?
Yeah, obviously defensively, a lot of guys back being really good players. Paul St. John and Tyler Bernstein and Angel Thus. Excited for those guys. Offensively, obviously, have Braxton back and Cam back, and guys who had a lot of production last year. So excited for those guys.
Well, I wish you the best of luck on your game. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
My name is Blessing Frazier. I'm here with Varsity Sports, and I'm here with head coach of Mountain View, Andy Litton. Now, Coach Andy, this is your first away game of the season. How did you prepare your team coming into this game?
We just tried to keep things as similar as possible. It's nice, being a Thursday, it kind of goofed up our normal week, but having it be the first game of the year kind of allowed us to prepare for things, and I thought the kids did a good job this week.
And you guys had a very impressive season, ending the season last year 12-2. And with this being a top 10 matchup, what are a couple of goals that you implemented into your kids?
We just want to make sure that we come out, we play clean, we're disciplined, and we come out and be physical. And it's usually the teams that play the cleanest early are the ones that win the game. So,
thank you so much. Best of luck on the game. Thank you.
And we are back. Liberty is just about to. Yeah, and we are back. Liberty is just about to come out, and obviously, what can we expect from Liberty tonight? as Mountain View's opponents.
Yeah, I think for Liberty, it's all about controlling the pace and making sure the hype within this stadium tonight doesn't get too much to their heads. Obviously, during a week one opener, things can be, hype for these young men out there on the field tonight. But in terms of play style and game, I think Liberty just continues with a high potent offense and a defense that'll smother. And I think they'll look a lot back to last year in their previous matchup. And while there's new players in and out, I think Reggie overall for Liberty, I think they're excited. And I think for Mountain View, most importantly, what can that quarterback Brady Goodman do tonight?
Of course. And obviously, both teams met each other around September of last year with Liberty handing Mountain View their only loss, uh, losing, well, with the Toros losing 49-20.
Yeah, that game was obviously in August or late, early September of last year. And two new programs feeling good about themselves and new players on the field, but some returnees. And I'm sure for Mountain View, there's some boys out there who certainly didn't forget that game a year ago.
Of course. And obviously, if they want to get one over their rivals, what can Mountain View do tonight to ensure the victory?
Yeah, I think for Mountain View, it's going to be all about slowing down that Liberty offense. Mountain View can clearly put up points, averaging 50 a game through a 9-week stretch going back to last year. But an opponent like Liberty is not something you see every Friday. So for Liberty, I think all success will be on the quarterback tonight and what he can do in finding his weapons and just bringing back that connection of Brady Goodman and Talon Arnett, the senior receiver and senior quarterback.
Of course. And Arnett, the returning junior, he has had an impressive season last year, or senior, sorry. He's had an impressive season last year. He led the team with the most receiving yards per game, and he also had the most touchdowns out of the entire squad with 25. 24 of those came from receptions.
And that was good for a state record in 6A play. Special things going on this Mountain View offense. We'll see if it'll unfold tonight. As everyone's anticipating the hype and excitement in the building with less than a minute till kickoff. Looks like the Liberty fans and students are ready to roll, but just as much so the Mountain View.
How are you feeling about this game, Greg?
I'm excited. It's my first time getting to see some Arizona high school football action in a long time. It's no joke. Number 1 in the state, 33 nationally. It's not every day you see high school football games this star-studded with recruits all over the field. And I'm sure all eyes will be on those players tonight. What about you, Reggie? What are you looking forward to the most?
I mean, I'm just happy to be back here at Liberty. This is where I went to high school, and this is
Pretty cool flashback.
it is a pretty cool flashback. And just I used to call games over on that booth for PSBN. Shout out PSBN. Shout out Jim Byrne. Shout out Tim McLaughlin. But just the atmosphere and everything. It's just surreal. It's just a great feeling to be back. So.
Like we've mentioned multiple times, Mountain View will be taking on the number 1 team in the state, the Liberty Lions. These two teams met late August last year, with Liberty ultimately coming out with the win. But it's a new year, new season, week 1, things are different. And there's a feeling in the air for the Mountain View Toros tonight.
Of course. Hopes are high, expectations are high, especially for Liberty because obviously they won the Open Division last year. They outscored all their opponents in the playoffs. They scored 64 against Higley. They scored 56 against Hamilton. They scored 35 against Basha in the championship, and obviously they want to maintain that momentum. Come out strong, come out hard, and just hopefully just getting their season off to a good start.
Yeah, I think it all starts one play at a time for both teams, just like any other game. But I think especially when you're Mountain View tonight, coming in as a bit of a dog, that doesn't mean anything week 1. It's a new year and anything can happen.
Right. But we're shortly about to get underway right here. Both team captains are in the middle. They're doing a coin toss and everything. and we're going to see who gets the ball first.
And I'll tell you what, Reggie, in all my times going to covering or attending high school football games, I usually don't see a crowd this packed for the away team. Obviously, it's the season opener against a special opponent, but the blue and red is out and about tonight.
Yeah. I mean, Mesa and Peoria are pretty far apart, you know. It's like
Yeah,
about a 50-minute drive, I would say. No,
hour for me from Tempe, so
really.
yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Can't forget about that beautiful Arizona traffic, of course.
Gotta love the
Will
traffic.
never fail at 3 to 5.
Gotta love the traffic, man. I mean, on my way here, I was slammed with bumper to bumper traffic, you know, just going up the I-17, you know, and then turn into the 101. Just had to drag my car
No,
all the way
I
down.
get it. See, I was lucky to carpool tonight, so no gas going in the car today.
Yeah.
But Reggie, as we're almost underway here, the refs are in the middle of the field. Both teams are surrounded by their coaches. Special teams is almost underway. And Reggie, what's your early takeaway here tonight?
You know, obviously both teams they have high expectations for themselves. The coaches are probably relaying the same things. The team captains are like in the middle encouraging their fellow teammates and everything to just like, you know, go out there, show them what you're made of. And obviously we're in for a good game tonight.
Absolutely.
That's just bottom line.
Absolutely.
And it looks like Liberty is about to receive the ball first. Referee's just given the kicker for Mountain View some like last minute advice, you know, before the game starts.
Best of luck to all the players out there tonight.
Of course. He was out there receiving the ball. Looks like number 18 for Liberty. Well, there's two players in the backfield actually.
See if this ball ends up left or right.
Or it could be short.
Could be short, Reggie, and we're almost underway. I'll let you do the honors.
Of course. And with that introduction, the 2025-26 football season gets underway. Ooh, and a dropped catch.
Just the start Mountain View Toros were looking for. A muff in the backfield ultimately recovered, but nice start.
Of course, of course. So, obviously, good start for Mountain View. You know, get a muff punt. And obviously some, like, hopefully they can keep them in the backfield.
Some nerves, some jitters out there out of the backfield, but it's all right.
Yeah, you just got to get them out the way.
It's early.
Yeah.
You'd rather it happen now than any other time.
Exactly. Because you don't want a clutch moment down the line. And then Liberty has a snap down at the 15, I believe. Quick pitch out wide to number 6. And he's going. He is going, and then he is stopped past the 40-yard line.
Opening play, simple play, but burst up the field for about 20 to 30 yards there.
And that was Trey Youngker, senior for Liberty.
Looking
Yeah.
like a hurry-up offense early.
Of course. They wanna get down the field as quickly as possible, not giving the defense any time to think at all. And there's a little rush down the middle, but it is eventually stuffed.
Nice wrap up there. Way to plug the holes for the Toros. You know, Reggie, it's going to be interesting early to see what type of looks both teams give each other. Obviously, this is the opening game. Coaches are somewhat experimenting with their new designs, new plays.
And Braden Stevens receiving the snap. He's the new quarterback for Liberty after the departure of Hayden Fletcher. And a pass that is meant for Braxton Hun is cut out.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of an overthrow there, but the defender still made a nice play on the ball. And regardless, I think that receiver would have felt that tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Lucky to not hang on ultimately.
Of course. And then Liberty is now on their third down.
Big play here, Reggie.
Let's see what they can do.
See 2 wide receivers over to the right.
Right. And it's a dropped pass.
Good
And
play design on that 3rd and 6. You want to get that number 9 out in the field and cutting up, but unfortunately could not hang on. And just like that,
the Lions are going 3 and
the
out.
Lions are going 3 and out, and Mountain View could not have asked for a better start to this game this season.
Like I said, you have to come out strong, come out hard, and that's exactly what the Toros have done right here. Toros anticipating the kick, and it's going. It's slightly over the head of number 1 for the Toros, Zachary Galaviz.
Looks like it just went over him there, and nice job by the Lions to field it down.
Yep. And then let's see what the let's see what the Toros can do with their four downs that they have.
Obviously, the Toros are featuring Brady Goodman and Talon Arnett, the QB wide receiver duo who put so much damage into other teams' defenses just a season ago. We have a lot on Goodman tonight. Special player headed to Utah State next fall. We'll see what he has in store for the number 1 team in the country tonight. In the state, sorry.
Brady Goodman, incredible player.
Opening handoff. Steve Meto, I believe, in the backfield.
Brady Goodman coming off a very special season for him in his junior year, making 43 touchdown passes last season. And you did mention it was a bit of a record as he does go down in the sack.
Yeah, it's a tough play there. The edge went unblocked, and number 7 made him pay. And yeah, going to what you were saying about Brady, he broke the school's single season passing touchdown record last year. The record was 42, and Brady finished with 43 passing and 54 total touchdowns in what was one of the best offenses in the state.
The Toros under 3rd down, hopefully trying to get out of the backfield, out of the end zone, and hopefully gain some yardage.
12 yards here. You'd like to just get some room for your punter, or maybe create a splash play.
Oh.
They're going to play it safe.
Handoff, but it's eventually stuffed, and the Toros will go 3 and out.
Ultimately a smart decision by coach there. Didn't want to force too much. Still early in the game, and your defense showed some promise on that opening play, or drive. Excuse me. Man, Reggie, I've always thought, what is it like being a punter in the back of the end zone? You know, if you have some room on the 20, it's all right, but not a whole lot of room back there.
Of course. So it makes it a little bit harder, especially when you're trying to get those extra steps to try to get the ball out of the danger area.
Absolutely.
Receiver in midfield. Receiver midfield, left. 2. Receiver. 2 receiver in the midfield. At the half point. Go ahead and go now.
And there is a flag on the play.
Hold on a second.
Waiting to see the decision.
Where's White Hat? He's all over the other side. White Hat's in the end zone. White Hat was in the end zone. 2, 1 reset.
A little bit of a delay here as the Toros prepare to hand off the ball back to Liberty.
White Hat is always the one with the mic.
Ooh, a little bit of a stuff. And it's in the backfield.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Lions, unfortunate for the Toros there, but 2 points
For a safety.
2-point safety. Unfortunate start there. Coaches will not be pleased.
It seems like the Lions did an incredible job of just swarming the kicker, and one of the players were able to get their hands on that ball and get it out of play.
We were talking about a pre-play. There's not a lot of room for the punter to move there. Kind of creates an unfortunate situation.
Exactly. So you have to be quick. You have to be just have good reaction time to avoid that happening.
Doesn't matter high school, college, or NFL. That situation is not easy no matter where you are.
So we are about to get back underway with
Switch over to.
Mountain View kicking the ball off to Liberty, who have taken an early lead in this game.
Yeah, the second kickoff of tonight, early in this game, 2-0 for the Lions, following that safety, and still an early game for the Toros.
Lions about to receive the ball back. And that was a little bit better than that last time as he makes his way down the field. Did stopped at the 40-yard line, and that was number 20, I believe.
Yeah, it was
And
number 21, Myron Christian, with the nice stop on that play.
Stopping Jaden Sanchez, number 20 from Liberty.
That was a good tackle there, Reggie. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that returner might have been gone. So good stop there out of Christensen.
Of course. And Christensen having had a really good year last year, we would say.
Yeah, 5 tackles a game last year. It's good out of the DB position.
As the Lions make their way downfield past the logo and getting tackled down in the opposing 40, and they rush it in for a first down.
Nice run up the middle there by the quarterback. Mountain View will look to slow this drive down as it's quickly got into the other side of the field, or right around the 45-yard line.
What do you think the Mountain View coach is thinking right now?
You know, you just got to control your boys. Got to make sure they're still mentally in the game. It's early. A lot can happen, and certainly if I was coach, I'd make sure everyone just stays poised.
Of course.
Is a packed house in here tonight, Reggie.
Very packed house. And the most notable thing that we could see is obviously Liberty student section, the uproar.
Yes. I believe it is a camo night
Oh, yeah.
for the students over at Liberty High School tonight.
Yeah, I can barely see them. They're really blending in. We have a little bit of, delay going on right now, but
The ref's coming to sort it out.
He's talking to his guys. There's no flag down.
all right, and we're back. And the pass is incomplete.
Nice play on the ball by number 24. Big hit to jar the ball loose. No gain on the play. Fans sure like that one.
It was actually number 3.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, Brody Anderson with the stop.
Brody Anderson with 2 sacks last year out of that DB position. Nice play.
Lions try again. Sanchez making early work of this Mountain View defense right now.
Yeah, the Mountain View player got in the backfield, just fortunately could not make the tackle, but got back there. What do you like here, Reggie? 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Out of field goal range. Liberty may need a big
Inch
passing play
a
here.
little closer, yes.
Yeah.
He's looking for a pass option, and the pass is completed to number 9 for Liberty.
Seeing a lot of rollouts out of the quarterback tonight, a lot of option plays, and having a lot of success on that right side of the field. Wonder if coach would like to force some more things left.
Cam Siegel making that catch in the previous play. Sanchez stumbling a little bit and managing to weave his way through traffic before he's brought down.
Big tackle out of 56 right there. I believe that's Jackson Walker. Oh, excuse me. Yes, that was
Yes,
Jackson Walker.
Jackson Walker.
That was a nice play to, that's past 3 plays, excuse me. 2 nice hurries to the backfield. The running back barely getting out of it.
What a play for Mountain View as number 13, Parker Foster, manages to stuff Liberty's quarterback.
Like to see that one again.
Oh, I would absolutely love to see that again.
Beautiful hurry. Big time play. Here that play is.
QB has absolutely no time to react as he's just up in his face, like instantly.
QB was looking right. Next thing you know, that
Oh.
man was coming.
On the ground in an instant. And that causes Liberty to lose a couple of yards.
3rd and 23.
The pressure is on. No, this side of the stadium's getting really loud, but Liberty's able to answer right back as they are able to complete this pass, and the Lions have another fourth down, sorry.
I believe that was 4th down.
Yep.
Yep. Good play there. Again, this quarterback is loving the rollout right. Wonder if the Toros would like to adjust to that quickly. As another pressure was made in the backfield. The quarterback got out of it, but they're getting there early.
Yep. Mountain View's breathing heavy down the Lions' necks. Obviously, the atmosphere here it's really tense.
Big play here, 4th and 6.
Obviously, these Toros fans are trying to be the 12th man out there. And there is a little bit of a
Time out by the Lions.
Yes, time out by the Lions. Coach Colin Thomas is trying to get his team sorted out before this next play.
So early into this ball game, Reggie, what has stood out to you? Me personally, battle of the trenches, man. I mean,
Really, battle of the trenches.
they're getting after him.
Obviously, no easy yards are being played here.
No, sir.
We haven't seen a touchdown yet. There's almost past 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and we have yet to see anybody running into the end zone or catching in the end zone.
I wonder what's going through the Liberty coach right now. I mean, I believe he may trust his offense here, but I can't speak for him. So, Reggie, what would you do here? 4th and 6, a short 6 to go. You know, you're in probably field goal range.
I'd say kick it.
Kick it.
Kick it. You're definitely in field goal range. I mean,
see, to me, there's just that 5-0. That's, I like the idea to go for it. Both teams get situated here.
of course. Let's see what the Lions do for this first 4th down.
First 4th down of the game, might we add.
Yes.
Take your time on this shot. Take your time. Use it in your reel.
Looks like Liberty is dialing something up.
Taking a little bit of time. We could possibly be in for a trick play.
Little Philly special in the opening game. Or should I say, the Lions special. Sun is set here in the valley, and this is why we love Arizona.
I mean, look at the atmosphere over here.
3 hours ago, I would have told you I want to move, but
I mean,
now you can't get better than this.
exactly. I mean, I'm feeling the cold breeze right now. It's incredible.
That beauty. The players. There you go.
Look at that sky, that Arizona sky, man.
It looks like they'll be going for it here, Reggie.
Incredible choice from Colin Thomas right here.
Big choice early in this ball game. Let's see what the Mountain View Toros can do on this play here. Hopefully the defense can get a stop and get the offense back on the field.
I believe there's a new quarterback out there for Liberty, Jaden Pico, who
Big
tries
pass breakup in the back of the end zone.
huge pass breakup, and the Lions will turn over the ball, and the Toros now have it. Cash Skousen breaking up that play in the backfield.
Big play. I mean, coach went for it. Coach trusted his guys, and the play might have been there, but Mountain View had other ideas. As once again, we saw another roll out right by the quarterback on that play.
And it's absolutely broken up. He gets a hand to it, just
Double coverage.
does enough to put the wide receiver off. As number 0 brings it back up the field for Mountain View, that is Talon Arnett.
It's one of the key players tonight for the Toros, and see a little bit of Arnett in motion there.
We're gonna keep a close eye on Arnett. He's probably one of the key players of the game to watch out for.
As we mentioned before, he holds the Arizona State record for touchdowns.
A little bit of a miffed snap over there.
Yeah,
Not
week 1.
Yeah, it's week 1. You got to get those jitters all the way, but it's not the play that
Coaches aren't happy.
Yeah, coaches definitely aren't happy about that.
Like to see Goodman settle in here, and
Let's see what the Toros can do on this 3rd down. Scanning the field, and he is once again stuffed.
just absolutely no time there. Saw Goodman loading up, possibly taking the deep shot, but unfortunately he has no time to throw.
With
And brings up a
Bernstein,
4th down.
Tyler Bernstein making the sack for that play, and once again, 4th down.
Kind of the opposite of what we were talking about pregame. Through a few minutes into this game, been all about the defense, specifically the trench battle, O-line versus D-line, and first game jitters or just dominance of defense versus offense? What do you think, Reggie?
I feel like it's a mixture of both, if I'm being honest. Ooh, that one's way up there.
Fortunate punt there for the Toros, goes soaring way out of bounds, and again, pressure back there by the Lions.
Could have hit somebody in the stands.
I think I saw a few cheerleaders duck for cover there, Reggie.
Yep, me too.
While we wait for Liberty to take the field, just want to remind everyone, Brady Goodman broke the school's single season record that was made in 1999, Reggie.
Who was the original record holder?
John Beck, when he had 42 touchdowns.
And I'm pretty sure Brady Goodman, he broke that record with 43.
Correct, 43 passing. Way to swarm in the backfield by the Toros there. Man, Reggie, no room to run tonight.
No room to run. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Mountain View, got to watch that quarterback sneak almost. Not a sneak, but that outside run by that QB. Likes to get out in the pocket.
A little bit of a scrambler, as we should say.
Takes a big hit as he throws it.
Okay, number 56. And Jackson Walker with the huge tackle on number 12 for Liberty.
Nice QB hurry and put some helmet into his chest. Good play. We bring up another 3rd down early in this ball game, Reggie.
Yes.
This part of field has given the Lions some trouble tonight.
Of course. And a quick lateral pass. And number 2 for Liberty is brought down in Braxton Hun.
Nice tackle there.
From Cannon Raven, defensive linebacker. He's a senior as well.
A lot of seniors out there tonight.
A lot of seniors. They bring a lot of experience, and obviously they've gotten a lot more reps out in the field than a lot of the younger players. So
Brings up another 4th down for the Lions.
they're going for it once again. And Toro fans out here being the 12th man once again. Let's see what Stevens can do. Breaks one tackle. And he is brought down just short of the first down marker. And the Lions once again turn over the ball on downs.
I'll tell you what, the Reggie defense has been the story of this game through the first quarter. And Wall for the Lions are maybe expected with 3 top 20 ESPN players in the state of Arizona this year. But for Mountain View, got to feel good about those early defensive possessions.
I'd be absolutely pleased if I was the Mountain View coach. I mean,
Giving up 0 still
yeah,
as a defense.
as the defense. Because remember, the only reason why Liberty's ahead is because of
Lost
that
safety.
safety in the back.
Got to wonder if those 2 points will come back as Brady Goodman takes the field for the 3rd time tonight.
Hands the ball off to number 2. Hands the ball off to number 2 in Steve Meadow.
JK's literally in your face.
As the Toros are on their 2nd down. Brady Goodman sorting out his offense. It's a quick handoff pass to Meadow once again. And the Toros lose a couple of yards on that play.
Yeah, no room to run for both teams early. It puts you in a sticky 3rd down situation where it's almost kind of a guarantee what's going to happen here. But this offense isn't shy. This offense isn't afraid. Let's see what they can do here.
This might be the last play of the quarter as time is winding down. Probably 20 seconds left on the game clock for this first quarter. Let's see what Brady Goodman can do for this last play. As he runs into a little bit of trouble, and he is once again brought down. And that should do it for the first quarter.
Absolutely all defense here in that first quarter, Reggie.
Of course, Lions with the early lead, 2-0. And we should be going to commercial. And we should see you in a bit.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
And once again, we are back. The second quarter is just upon us, and obviously Toros have the ball on fourth down. Seems like they're going to get out the backfield. It was a tough 3 downs for Brady Goodman, as we saw, he was like stopped in that little pocket right there before he went down.
Absolutely no time for him to do what he does best, which is obviously throwing the rock.
Go ahead. Get ready on the receiver in the midfield.
Mountain View will play some defense once again,
No, go ahead and put the shot.
as Liberty would look to score their first touchdown of the season.
Trey Youngker receiving the ball,
Good punt there.
and he waves for a fair catch. As the announcer said, the Lions will start their play from the first and 43 for their first down.
Not yet. We'll put it on record both plays. Stuff like that.
Going into this second quarter, like what are some of your thoughts for both teams?
Yeah, just based off what I saw early in the first quarter, I mean, from Mountain View, we'd love to get some yardage, just move the chains. For Liberty, you can see that stellar defense, but in terms of Liberty's offense, there's not been a lot to show for it come near the 25-yard line.
As Liberty come out the gates instantly with Jaden Sanchez.
Good tackle there by Brody Anderson.
By
Number three.
With Jaden Sanchez going all the way to the logo before being brought down for that second down. A handoff now, but that is instantly stuffed.
Fans like that one there.
Liberty's trying to come out the gates, add more to their lead, and they want to make a statement here early on.
3 out left. Screenplay.
And Jaden Sanchez running down that byline, but he unfortunately steps out of bounds. But he does enough for the Lions' first down.
What do you think about a wide receiver screen on 3rd and 1, Reggie?
Oh, it's a smart play. Very smart play. And it could
Get your man in space, and
it could get you in a good field position if it's played correctly. But it could be awful if it just goes
if it's
absolutely
red, yeah, absolutely.
if it goes left. The handoff to Jaden Sanchez once again. He's getting a lot of reps on this ball.
Yeah, I like what I've seen out of Sanchez early. He's running hard, and he's yards per carry. He's ought to be up there right now.
He's causing a little bit of trouble for this Toros
He
defense.
sure is. I mean,
going into this game, I wasn't expecting to be saying his name as much as I have, but it's
ground and pound.
yeah, ground and pound.
Simple as that. Get your yardage and move the chains.
Another pitch to Sanchez. Breaks one tackle, breaks another before he's once again brought down.
One thing I'm hoping the Mountain View coaches can adjust to is a lot of these short yardage plays out of the Lions. Throwing it 1 yard, 2 yards, and it's turning into 5, 6, 7 yards. I think right there it was good for a 6 or 7 yard carry.
Lions are in a good field position at the moment. Let's see what they can do from this third down.
3rd and 1 once again.
Once again, the handoff to number 24 for Liberty. Esteban Demby Lamas going straight down the middle before he's brought down after a heavy hit.
Hard running out here by the Tigers tonight.
Lions.
Excuse me, the Lions, yes.
I mean, you got it.
Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh my.
Lions on the first down again. Ooh.
And the flag on the play for the late hit.
No. Follow the player. Follow the player too. Follow the player.
Don't love that out of the ref, Reggie. I think it's early. You want to set a tone, make sure nothing
Of
out
course.
of the ordinary happens.
Exactly.
So I understand it, but let him play.
Let him play.
There's some bad blood in the water. It's all right. It's football.
Number 3 being catching that ball.
Number 24 on goal. First down. 24 on. 24 on
That call being against number 24 for Mountain View in Cannon Raven, who manhandled the Lions player out of bounds before slamming him down,
Coaches will not be happy.
of course. And I believe this play puts the Lions in the red zone, so they have a really good chance to score here and put some more points up on the board.
on the right side or on the left side.
And the QB is going for it, and he finds his way into the end zone, and the Lions extend their lead. And as you can see, the uproar is in an uproar as
Yeah,
they go wild for this Lions touchdown.
the other side of the stadium is absolutely electric at the moment, and it's pretty quiet over on our side, but it's all right. It's early.
Early into the game,
You expected it to happen. Let's just not let this get out of the control if you're the Toros.
and that ball was ran in by number 15 of the Lions, Jaden Pico.
The extra
Seems
point
like
is good.
seems like Coach Thomas is switching his QBs in and out because one rep there's Braden Stevens and the other one's Jaden Pico.
I just think at this high school level, you gotta love the mobility of your quarterbacks. I
Of
mean,
course,
some guys are just athletes compared to others, and seeing that on full display tonight. It's tough for the Toros to stop, but ultimately we'll get the ball back and
That was 15.
see if we can cut this lead down to 2 once again, as Liberty scores their first touchdown of the year, Reggie. I'm sure many more to come.
many more to come for sure. And obviously, Toro's having a good time defensively before that touchdown by Pico. But, this isn't something that would like discourage them or anything.
This
But
is an offense for the Toros that scored 50 points average 50 points over a 9-week span last season. So the offense is there, just got to come out. So we see the coaches and the players gathered on the sideline to review some tape on that play.
trying to figure out what went wrong.
Yeah, what did you see there on that touchdown run, Reggie? Was it simply the quarterback being faster? Or did he get the hole and he found it?
I saw a lot of excellent coverage.
Good blocking.
Everybody was on their man, and obviously quarterback's a little bit pacey. He has some legs on him, so he was able to get it into the end zone.
Get
before
out and
being brought
run.
down. Yeah,
Get to that edge.
that's something that I really like in quarterbacks, like their scrambling ability. As this ball goes into the end zone,
Name of the game, set the edge.
set the edge.
So the Toros will go back out on the field, Reggie. Hoping to just can't think too much about scores, where you are, who you're playing. One play at a time. Just move the chains.
Let's see what Brady Goodman can do on this first down right here.
It's a blitz coming.
Scrambles a little bit before being brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I didn't see many options downfield there, but I would have taken the snap like that. I would have liked to see possibly a pass on that play but it looks like the Lions are just going to keep coming after the quarterback here, giving him no time to throw, Reggie.
All right. If you were the offensive coordinator, what would you be doing for Mountain View right now?
Exactly what that play was. Get your best players the ball in their hands and space to create, but unfortunately, as we saw there, just nothing going in the way of the Toros right now.
Lines on them like white on rice.
Yes, they are.
Toros on
Need
the
about 6 or 7 yards here for the first down.
got to make up that lost yardage.
Hit as he
As
throws.
Brody, but it's miraculously caught. That's incredible. I need to see the replay on that.
50-50 ball brought down.
I mean, somehow Goodman takes a late hit, but is
Huge hit
able to get the ball out of his
up in
hands,
the air.
and somehow
Would have liked to see a flag there from the ref.
it was. We did see a late hit in there, but it's a shame we couldn't see that back though.
Nah, we'll look at it later. Sense of life here for the Toros, though.
Of course, a
The
little bit
snap
of
is fumbled, but it almost helps the play as number 2 is met.
yes, and the number 2 that was met was actually Meto, who was able to get a little bit of yardage, get himself into a good space before he's brought down.
Some sense of life for the Toros here. Nice throw and grab.
And a good catch from Zachary Galaviz.
Caught on the sideline. I know you saw those tippy toes right on the boundary there.
You gotta keep him in, Either 1 or 2. Doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all good. So now Mountain View has this first down,
Some life back on the field for the Toros.
and we could possibly see a quick response as Meadow unfortunately loses a couple of yards for the Toros.
Feel like for the Toros is you'd love to be able to run the rock tonight, but based off what we've seen, I feel like this is going to have to be a pass-heavy approach, get some men in space, and let them work. Because the Lions are all over this run game right now.
Goodman takes the snap, is able to evade a couple players, but he is eventually sacked once again. And
I like the idea of rolling him out there, but again, got to make a decision.
I mean, he must be like absolutely frustrated.
We are seeing early in this ball game just what makes this Liberty defense in particular so special.
And why they are heavy favorites to win the Open Division once again.
For the 3rd year in a row. See out there, number 0, that's Seth Thus, committed to ASU next fall. The senior safety is causing havoc. And I just call his name, and he goes up the field.
And Goodman is once again picked off.
Just called out his name, and he makes a play on the field. That is why he's the number 20 ranked player in the state. He will be joining the Sun Devils next fall.
Zeth Booz with that interception. That ball was in absolutely in no man's land.
Absolutely no man's land there.
Yes.
Number 20 number 0 had his eyes on the ball the entire quarterback drop back. It's funny there, Reggie called out the name and made a play.
Yeah. I mean, that's why the Sun Devils wanted him.
Unfortunate for the Toros, though, as the life gets sucked out of you a little bit on that play.
Of course. Had all that momentum going, and it could be gone just like that.
But I like the idea of moving the ball downfield. Got to keep it up as number 2 takes the...
Has a good run until he is passed out of bounds by Hun.
Flag on the play. Some fans are chanting for holding. Wonder what the call may be.
It's a little bit windy over here. Lost some of my notes.
Got you, Reggie.
Yep.
Play will not count. Remains first down.
Probably gonna have to grab some of those at halftime, but let's not dwell on
As
it.
long as it stays there,
As
hopefully.
long as it stays there and the wind doesn't blow
Yeah,
it.
I got this
80.
water bottle, phone, paper holder setup going over here.
Gotta do whatever it takes. Matter of fact, should probably grab my own water bottle as well. Should be on the side of my backpack. Yes. Yeah. Let's hold it down.
All right, get Blessing in front of the camera. Alex.
And we can probably see what happened in that last play, so we'll send it down to Blessing Frazier down on the sideline.
Get Blessing in the shot. 3, 2, 1.
Blessing Frazier live with Varsity Sports. Now the score is right now 9-0. 9-0 with the Toros with 0, but we are seeing a defensive back, especially from Zachary Skusin, number 0 on the Toros. Now Liberty has been making a big offensive track, but hopefully the Toros can make that momentum offensively, especially from Galaviz. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Blessing. We're back for a timeout. Both teams are trying to figure out what the next move is. And with halftime just around the corner, what are some things that the coaches might be saying to their players?
Well, from
Hey,
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. Somebody tripped the breaker, but we are back. And as you saw right there, the Lions are once again back in the red zone. They have the potential to
get everything back.
get a further lead on their opponents tonight as Sanchez runs it in. There was literally nobody on him.
fortunate for the Toros here, man. I mean, yeah, unfortunate. Liberty possesses the fire. Oh,
Ready, 2 on 2. Injured player on the field.
It seems like there's a player down right now, but the Lions are back ahead. Got 15 on the board now, and let's see if they can add an extra point with their good fortunes.
yeah, unfortunate here, but I think for the Toros, Reggie, I think you better look at a 16-0 ball game. It's technically still a 2-score game. 5 minutes to go till half. Doing all my research before this game, obviously Liberty's a high-power team. I mean, that's known. Whether offense, defense, last year, this year, next year, it's a quality football program. But
In any year,
I have a feeling that we haven't seen everything we wanted out of the Toros tonight, and I believe it's still still on the way.
It's still anybody's game. It's too early to call this. Anything can happen within four quarters of a game.
Exactly. So if I'm coach here, I want to take all 4 minutes. I want to march down the field. I want to take care of the ball. I want to control clock, and hopefully walk into half with a one touchdown game.
The player that was down for the Lions is now back up and walking, and the Lions are about to go for the extra point.
Good to see the player back up on his feet.
It's always a good thing to see.
Wild.
Lions lining up for the kick. I believe that is number 33 for the Lions.
Understandably, but it feels as if
Nick Schwegler.
the Toros fan section over here has quieted down a bit, but
The kick is up and good as the Lions extend their lead to 16 points. How do you respond as a Toro?
yeah, I mean, like I mentioned to you earlier, Reggie, I think in a game like this against who you're playing, I mean, you gotta just take what's in front of you. Get in space, create the easy plays, get your quarterback away from the line of scrimmage. Just make sure you remind your quarterback Brady to just keep making smart plays. It was unfortunate what happened on the previous drive, but again, you just gotta keep those short yardage, keep the field, just keep the offense on the field as long as possible.
Of course, and speaking of which, the Toros are just about to get the ball again. And let's see how they respond after going down very early into this game.
About 5 minutes left in the half. Still plenty of time.
Of course.
And I believe the Toros will receive opening kickoff.
Yes,
So
if I'm not mistaken.
have some work to do here. And Reggie, while we await kickoff, Micah Parsons to the Packers. Wow.
Bombshell of a trade.
One of the biggest trades in my lifetime.
Yeah. I mean, you got to feel for Dallas sports fans.
$47 million a year. Unbelievable.
Really. As we're back, number 0 for the Toros runs it back up the middle, and he is brought down.
You see Talon Arnett once again also playing a little bit of return receiver coverage.
Yep. He can do it all.
He can do it all. And that duo that was so successful last year, Goodman to Arnett, just haven't been able to get anything going tonight. Would love to see something here on this drive.
It's a little bit of a struggle, but, we could find something. And what is the special connection between Talon Arnett and...
Yeah, so it came to my attention. These two have been playing football together since they were 6 years old. Now seniors in college. Unfortunately, it was an overthrow there. But yeah, Reggie, both have been playing football since the ages of 6 together. Now they're seniors out here living their dreams. Obviously, Brady is committed to a school in the fall, and we'll see what happens with Arnett.
Toros on second down here. Goodman takes the snap. Plays it out to Arnett. Oh, sorry, number 8. Coy Bodley, whose older brother, Reese,
Yes.
used to play for the program.
He sure did.
That was one of the
Was a
many players that have left this program. Reese Bodley leading the team with the most rushing yards per game. He had 126.5 yards. He would
Good.
average that.
good for 1,500 yards on the season. Just a bit of an overthrow there. Unfortunate the receiver couldn't bring it down. Would have been a nice pickup. As Reggie, they're punting once again here.
Reset fast. Don't lose him in the bench.
4 minutes left in the first half of this game.
Go to number 6 of the field. Nick. You're right. Go to your right. Number 6 of the field. No, he's the one close to me. There, right that one. That guy. Zoom out.
Of course, the Toros' next game will be at Mesa High School.
A little bit of a rivalry over there.
Certainly is. As Toros will be looking forward to that.
Ooh. Lions almost got back on that, and somehow they managed to recover the ball.
Was it tipped there by the Lions?
I
Is that why the...
I believe so. I think
Wow.
one of the players managed to get a hand on it.
Looks like it'll be downed, actually, by the Toros. Thought maybe the Lions got a hand on that.
The Lions again first and 10 from the blue ball.
Check. On one. Can you check how hot that defenseman is right now?
Back to quarterback for the Lions.
Yeah.
Toros, Reggie, said goodbye to their captain, Beckham Barney, this past year, who's now at California. And looking for his replacement in this ball game tonight.
Lions going down with the first down, with number 24 breaking a few tackles before he's brought down.
Good broken tackles, but good for the Toros to get to swarm the runner out there. That's got to do.
Llamas with the rush over there. Let's see what the Lions can do with this second down that they have.
Toros are hoping for some of that early game defense that they had in the first quarter. It's been lackluster here in the second.
It's been very, very lackluster for this team. As Pico is able to get in the offensive half, it's starting to look a little bit dangerous for...
We've seen it time and time again tonight of the pressure getting back there.
With number 7 for the Toros, Preston Patterson, stopping him at the logo.
Middle linebacker there, Preston Patterson. Big play here for the Toros. Big play. 3rd and 3.
Pico takes the snap. And he attempts to pass down the middle, but that is cut out by number 3 by...
I'm assuming the Lions are going to go here, but regardless, good for the Toros to have that one go in and out of the hands.
by Brody Anderson, cutting out that pass down the middle.
Fans make some noise here for the Toros on their side. First sign of life we've seen all night.
Trying to apply some pressure to Liberty's offense.
Make that 12th man felt once again. They are punting here. Interesting decision by coach, but
It's a very good punt, but it is out of play.
down to around the 10-yard line. So Reggie, what do you think of that? 4th and 3, they punt the football up 16-0.
I mean,
You taking the gamble?
taking the gamble. You know what? I'd play it safe. I play it safe.
Yeah,
I
week
think,
1 it's early.
yeah, you don't want to risk anything. So
Give them the ball at midfield, just no need. But
Yeah.
for the Toros, let's get this offense out here and rolling.
Of course, of course. Let's see what Goodman can do on this drive.
It is windy up in the booth tonight.
Has had a little bit of a struggle tonight. Had a pass picked off earlier. It's been sacked multiple times.
Not what we're used to seeing out of the now senior.
Of course. And there is a false start, which causes a flag on the play. And the Toros suffer a 5-yard penalty. Now they're going further back into their own half.
Coaches will not be happy with that one, but
Of course.
regardless, first down.
Ooh. Hard tackle on Bodily.
Just absolutely no room. As that Liberty defense features Hudson Dunn and Tyler Bernstein on that defensive line. 2 absolute units with their futures very much in place.
And we are going to go to a break as the teams go for a timeout. We will see you in a bit.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As Goodman takes another snap, finding some space, a little bit of a handoff there to number one, who was tackled. Who's that? That was number one.
Believe that was. Excuse my French. I do not know who that was.
Zachary Galaviz. And we will be taking another break as both teams once again go for a timeout. We will see you in a bit.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldies Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies. In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
Returning back to the game, seemed like there was a fumble.
Turnover on downs.
No,
Fumble?
I think it was a fumble. So it was a really bad snap. It was dropped, and then one of the players on the lines recovered the ball. So
Long third down. Fortunate for fortunate for the Toros.
So the Toros find themselves with an uphill battle to climb.
They sure do. In their own territory. Started off. Never what you like to see.
Of course.
Yeah, no worries. On times like that, zoom out.
And they can only hope that they don't go into halftime with a 20-point deficit, 20-plus point deficit.
Shot is the zoom out and stuff, but then
Goes taking a snap, number 24 takes a very hard hit.
Number 9 and 21 combining for that tackle there in the backfield. Zach Bingham on the tackle. And Myron Christensen as well. Nice play in the backfield there.
Of course, as you mentioned before, Myron Christensen, standout performer for last season with the Toros. Lions try again on the second down. Lateral pitch.
Great tackle out of number 1 on that play. Brought the receiver down. Zachary Galaviz.
Pass is caught by Braxton Wade.
Big play, Reggie.
Very big play.
3rd and 8.
No, just to keep those worries at bay about like going into that locker room with that type of deficit.
Obviously, no deficit's ideal, but to come into the number 1 team
Yeah,
in the state's place and giving them a shot, run for their money early.
it is a 2-possession game after all, but
Flag on the play. Will it stand?
the commentator's curse as the Lions once again find themselves on the scoreboard. However, there is a flag on the play.
I'm gonna keep following one.
We will see what that is all about, as there are 49 seconds left in the second quarter.
You're ready to go on Liberty. Result of the play is a touchdown. Okay. Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense, number 7.
Wow.
So the touchdown stands.
Roughing the passer on Preston Patterson on that play. See the replay here in the booth.
So you get ready for the extra point.
Eagle takes. Oh, Braden Stevens taking the snap, and that pass is caught by number 0, I believe, which is
Do you zoom out a tiny bit?
Unfortunate there for the Toros. Would have liked to see that flag kept in the pocket and touchdown not called.
another extra point being good for the Lions. And if you were a Lion right now, like, what would you be feeling going into halftime?
You know, pure happiness, pure joy. You're excited to be back. If you're a player, you're excited about the score. If you're a fan, you're excited to just be here, and whether or not seeing your friends or your kids. It's an exciting, promising start for the Lions and for the Toros. Hopefully the second half can be a tale of two halves. It's not looking ideal right now. Coaches are going to make halftime adjustments. Reggie, what do you think some of those adjustments will look like?
No, just telling your team just to sharpen up offensively, get some more yards.
I loved what I was seeing in the first quarter out of the defense on those plays, but fortunately in the second quarter, once they got in the red area, there wasn't a whole lot of luck of stoppage.
Being kind of a little bit sluggish from the team.
Yeah, absolutely. Seems like the jitters for the Lions have quickly faded, and they're off to that start they had just last year, the year before.
Of course. Jitters from the Lions are clearly gone, but I think we could still see them on the Toros tonight. A little bit shaky in the backfield offensively, and defensively they've been able to put up a fight,
Yeah, the score is now
23.
ultimately told a different story, but what we saw early was nice out of Mountain View. It was. They were getting stops in the red area, like I mentioned, but all over them this second quarter.
Showing signs of promise out here.
Still waiting for Brady Goodman to get going out there. I'm sure it will come. It's been a tough game for all of Mountain View tonight.
Of course. Better late than never, I would say.
And again, week one early, a lot to build on. And the onside kick recovered by
Liberty.
Covered by Mountain View, I believe.
Ball being traveling 10 yards.
Refs are signaling.
Ball first and 10.
So wow, onside kick with 46 seconds to go in the second quarter.
It's a bold choice to go for it.
Bold choice, but
Very bold choice. Normally we see those in the fourth quarter when a team's down.
But if you're Liberty, it's
No.
get a good look at the play.
Exactly.
You know, what do you have there?
Get some more time on the ball and everything.
Absolutely.
I don't blame them.
But for the Toros, it gives them some nice opening field position with 46 seconds left and a few timeouts. Could make something shake. Build off something going into the half.
Possibly.
Brady Goodman under center.
Looking for his options. Arnett catching the ball.
There's that 5-0 connection we've been looking for all night.
Of course.
Clock running. Force the hurry up.
They want to get some good yardage before they receive the ball again. In the
Love to
second
see
half.
a shot here to the boundary, Reggie.
Right.
It's pretty packed.
Goodman's looking again, but that pass is dropped by Arnett.
Fender swarmed him there. Clock stopped. Ultimately, might have not been
It's got less than
the worst drop.
Got less than 20 seconds left before halftime, but we could see if You can see if Goodman has a couple of tricks up his sleeve before this quarter ends. It was a fake handoff, I believe. I was had my eyes tracked on Meadow, but
Looks like the coaches will just look to get out of the half.
all right. And that should do it for the first half as the Lions go into the break with a 23-point lead.
Toros will look to build some momentum in the second half as the coaches and players head to the locker rooms.
If you're the head coach of the Toros, what would you be thinking in the second half? What would you be saying to your players?
You know, from a coach's perspective, you love to be winning, but ultimately you're playing a great football team tonight, and you can't be too disappointed.
All right. And that will do it for us for the first half, but we are going to send it down to Blessing Frazier. Take it away, Blessing.
Blessing Frazier here live with Varsity Sports. Now, the halftime score is 23-0 with the Liberty Lions leading. Now, however, Mountain View is struggling to get on the board, but we have seen a lot of good defensive plays. Meadow and Anderson, especially being the stars on defense, Bingham also, having a couple tackles here and there. Now, Coach Andy Lemon has said that he's prepared his team the best to his ability for this first season opener. Now, this is a top 10 matchup, so it is a battle on both sides of the field, and hopefully during halftime we can see Mountain View come out on top and gain a couple points on the board. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Blessing. And that should do it for the first half. Lions obviously going into the break with a 23-point lead, and we will see you in the second quarter.
Halftime of the Notre Dame Prep versus Yuma Catholic game. So it feels like a great time to preview what these teams have coming up this season, see how they can do, what's most important to them coming up here. So when it comes to the Notre Dame Prep Saints, they're coming off a bit of a rough season last year, right? 5-6, lost in the first round of the 5A AIA State Football Championships to Verado. So a little bit of a tough season, and they're gonna have to go throughout this season with some new faces at really important positions as well. And that includes quarterback Dylan Rardin, that includes running back Jason Sanis, that includes cornerback JJ Francis, and wide receiver Cooper Perry, who hauled in 17 touchdowns last year alone. They will hope to have a great year this year behind junior quarterback Luke Jacobs, who threw 7 touchdowns last season. And Notre Dame has not had a winning season since 2022-23, so head coach George Praylock will try to lead his team to new heights this season to see where they can go and see if they can bounce back from last year. When it comes to the other side now of Yuma Catholic is coming off a great season where they finished 11-2, making it all the way to the semifinals of the 4A AIA State Football Championships before losing to Mika Mountain. Yuma Catholic is led by first-year head coach Vernon Smith and senior quarterback Nash Ott, who threw 35 touchdown passes last year alone. They also returned junior running back Benton Beck, as well as senior free safety David Haynes, who led the team in interceptions. The passing attack will be loaded once again, and this is a huge opportunity for Yuma Catholic to go on the road and get a win in this very game against 5A Notre Dame Prep. I'm Matthew McCord, Varsity Sports Show.
Hello all, my name is Jacob Nolby. I'm currently a student at ASU as well as an intern here at the Varsity Sports Show. And today's segment we're going to be discussing ASU football as they look forward to taking on NAU this Saturday, August 30th, and are looking to bounce back after last season's tough quarterfinal loss against Texas and build the road ultimately to get back to the national championship. The Sun Devils are coming off an historic season winning the Big 12 title against Iowa State in blowout fashion, but ultimately losing in the college football playoff quarterfinal against Texas in an all-time matchup that really showed the country what the Sun Devils are capable of. ASU comes to this season with a revenge tour in mind as they come into this preseason ranked number 11 on the AP poll, their highest preseason rank since 1998 where they were ranked number 8 going into the season. ASU comes into the season with arguably one of the top quarterback receiver duos in the nation in Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson. Levitt, who is a sophomore, is coming off an amazing freshman season with the Sun Devils, really proving to those here in Arizona and across the country that he is QB1 for his team and could lead a national championship offense as he had 24 touchdowns last season with only 6 interceptions to go with it. Tyson, who was coming off an 1,100 receiving yard season last season, is looking to become and showcase why he is one of the top receivers in the nation. The entire Sun Devil squad would not be here without the addition of head coach Kenny Dillingham, who really transformed the squad for the better both on and off the field, leading to the program's revival. This season, ASU is only scheduled as preseason ranking to go against 2 ranked opponents in Iowa State and Texas Tech, and the rest of the Big 12 being unranked really gives ASU the opportunity to get their business done and be ready when December time comes. ASU will kick off this weekend at home against NAU in a game which they are huge favorites and expect to provide lots of fireworks to kick off the season. Some of the things to watch for in this game is how Levitt will perform coming off his impressive season. Will he replicate his success? Will he do better? How will he fare in his sophomore season? The Sun Devil defense is also something to watch, as his defense really kicked into another gear towards the end of last season and is going to need to be on its A game for its high-power offense. And once again, for Varsity Sports Show reporting here, I'm Jacob Nolde.
I'm Ethan Troll of the Varsity Sports Show. ASU football has been the big talk for Arizona sports recently. Let's take a look at their Week 1 matchup. Ranked number 11 in the college football preseason polls, the ASU Sun Devils will be hosting the NAU Lumberjacks on Saturday, August 30th at Mountain America Stadium. The Sun Devils are 28.5-point favorites to take the win. Last season, ASU went 11-3 after being projected to finish last in the Big 12 Conference. They went 7-2 against Big 12 opponents and beat Iowa State in the Big 12 Championship. They unfortunately lost to the Texas Longhorns in a classic matchup in the Peach Bowl, going into double overtime but losing 39-31. With the loss of running back Cam Scatterbo to the Giants in the NFL Draft, the offense will now lean more into the passing direction with Heisman candidate and college football top 10 quarterback Sam Levitt under center. NAU is ranked number 19 in the FCS polls. Last season, they finished 8-5, making a playoff appearance for the first time since 2017. They went undefeated at home as well. With junior quarterback and Big Sky Newcomer of the Year Ty Pennington and head coach Brian Wright back for another season, NAU is hoping to repeat last season's success, starting with a potentially massive upset. Both of these Arizona football programs are on the rise and made a name for themselves last season. We'll see who gets the win on Saturday at Mountain America Stadium. From the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Ethan Troll reporting.
Here at the Varsity Sports Show, we're always keeping our ears to the ground for the next big development in the worlds of football, baseball, basketball, and every sport in between. But what about disc golf? Hello, my name is Chase Keln, and I'm one of the technical directors over here at the Varsity Sports Show. And this last week took place the 2025 PDGA Amateur World Championships, where the best up-and-coming disc golfers battled it out in their biggest tournament of the year. For the ladies, Therese Cuevas eked out the win over Peyton Kohut after a 3-hole playoff to determine the winner. Although for Peyton, her best moment of the week came on hole 12 of the final round when she did this.
Gotta worry about the ceiling a little bit. That was a little high, but this is looking great.
It's great. Count it. Mark it one.
In the men's division, Hayden Carroll held on to his lead for 4 days, beating RJ Cherkis by 1 stroke. Some other highlights of the week include this James Collier near miss for eagle on the very first hole of the tournament.
Kind of a good play, right? Like, you let some other people get out of the gate pretty quick.
James lines this up perfect.
Oh, whoa.
This near miss from Carson Byram.
Yourself at the bottom of the hill, it is kind of, it's really not impossible to work yourself back up.
Ooh. Or this nice putt through the trees from RJ Cherkis.
Yes, dude.
The tournament also saw some local talent take to the course, in ASU's Henry Mayos finishing in a tie for 49th, Braden Neff out of Queen Creek finishing 46th, and Logan Larson from Tempe finishing tied for 68th. With the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Chase Keln, signing off for now.
Hello folks, J.R. Lambright here, coming to you from the heart of East Texas, where the story of high school football isn't just about touchdowns and tackles. It's about a different kind of scoreboard, one that measures the community's heart. As the years rolled, something more than a sport was being built under those Friday night lights. Generations gathered, The roar of the crowd was a shared language, and the bonds forged on the field were as strong as the pines that surrounded it. In a nationwide era of profound change, East Texas was no exception. Teams embodied a testament to that change with players and coaches navigating the challenges of integration. The courage of those who took to the field together, of those who broke barriers and built new bonds, solidified into part of the sport's legacy. Because here, in this little corner of the planet, we learned that a team's true character isn't just measured by its wins, but by its grit, its unity, and the spirit it leaves behind.
Today I want to talk about the Arizona State Sun Devils, their football schedule for the 2025 season, and also how their offense will look with no Cam Scadaboo in the backfield. Firstly, I want to talk about this guy right here, Kanye Udoh. I think he's one of the more underrated transfer portal ads in the country. Last year, he had about 1,100 yards on 179 carries at Army. He also added 10 touchdowns. On3 college football rankings has him as a 4-star prospect. He's also the number 38 ranked running back in the country. So having him is going to allow Arizona State to still run the football effectively, especially with their experienced offensive line. Real quick, before I hop into the schedule, I also want to add that Sam Leavitt and Jordan Tyson, having those two guys, is going to be huge for this offense. Sam Leavitt is the number 2 overall quarterback per PFF. Jordan Tyson is the number 3 overall wide receiver per PFF. Both are ranked number 1 in the Big 12 at their respective positions. And now looking at this schedule, I firmly believe that Arizona State will start the year 3-0, although it won't be super easy, going on the road to an SEC school at Mississippi State, also hosting Northern Arizona to start the year. Northern Arizona, although they are an FCS school, is no slouch. They're the number 18 preseason coaches poll ranked school in the FCS. And Texas State, known to give big programs fits. Moving on to these next 3 games here, I do think this will be a tough stretch for Arizona State. Although I see them winning all 3 games, I don't think it's going to be easy at it by any means. Traveling on the road to Utah will definitely be one of the toughest games of the year for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Now, if I'm Kenny Dillingham, this is the game that I have circled on my calendar. Big red marker versus Texas Tech at home. This is, I think, a game where you can prove that you are going to go back-to-back, start the year 7-0, win the Big 12 again, and find yourself back in the college football playoff. I think they are going to get a win at home.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Varsity Sports Show. My name is Rodolfo Gomez, reporting you from Sacramento, California, about the new ABS system that is being currently implemented in the big leagues.
A major development approaches that could reshape how the game is officiated. Automatic ball-to-strike system, a technology designed to assist umpires in making more precise calls at the plate. Both hitters and pitchers are given the opportunity to challenge a call they believe was made incorrectly. The concept was first introduced back in 2021 and has been a part of MLB's broader effort to modernize the game and increase accuracy. It has been well received by both players and coaches across the league, although there's a level of uncertainty in whether precision alone can improve the game. Essentially, the system's mission is to strike a balance between tradition and consistency. There's also the issue of accuracy versus perception. Even if technology is correct to the millimeter, fans, players, and managers may struggle to accept the calls that don't match what they see with their own eyes. Ultimately, this highlights that while the ABS system may be designed to solve one problem, accuracy, it could unintentionally create new ones, raising the question on whether the quest for perfection could ultimately come at the expense of baseball's long-standing character and traditions.
Will this change the game of baseball? Will the pitcher and catcher have a disadvantage? Will the hitter have an advantage? Will the game be teached differently? We don't know this answer to this question. The only thing we know is time will tell if tradition will be replaced by modernization. The only thing is just to wait and strike 3. This was Varsity Sports Show.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldies Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the players return to the field with Mountain View having it all to do in this second half. I mean, what do you think was said in that locker room, like over the past 15 minutes?
Yeah, ultimately, I don't know what coach said word for word, right? But I'm sure he gave a good speech. I'm sure he got his boys pumped. And, I feel like if you're the Toros, you come out here with just a new mindset. The score is what it is. It's tough, but you got to just play your style and your game.
Honestly, to be a fly on the wall in that locker room, I just know the atmosphere was tense.
Yeah, for sure. You don't get the result you wanted coming out the gate, but it's a long year. There's a lot to see. We see the players warming up in unison right now, and I think for every player on the Toro roster, it's just treating this second half, although it's 23-0, like it's 0-0, and
Yeah.
making sure you they need to get to their plays. Toros need to dictate their side of the ball.
And my question is just like, what do you think they can do to turn this game around and possibly like salvage a result?
Well, fortunately, you're not going to win a game of 0 points, so
Yep.
if they could come out this half and make a big play happen like they're fully capable of as a football team, then I think the Toros might be onto something, but it's a tough ask against a good football team, but never say never.
Of course. I mean, Toros really need to come out swinging in the second half. I mean,
Any standout players for you in that first half, Reggie?
for the Toros or for Lions, I mean, for the Lions, there were obviously a few that stood out to me, especially number 20, Jaden Sanchez.
Yeah.
He was just immense. He it was proven to be a tough task for like the Toros defense to handle him, and but I see a lot of promise, especially in the quarterback Brady Goodman, and then obviously Talon Arnett. I mean, he got a good couple of reps on the ball, so we
There's not
can.
a lot of room to run for these guys. I mean, they are swarming the Liberty defense, and fortunately for the Toros, that second quarter was a shell of what they were in that first quarter. So going back to what you asked about the coaches, if they can make sure that these guys get honed into what they were doing to start, on top of getting the offense rolling, it could be a good chance of a comeback here. I mean, I know many probably wouldn't say it's likely, but I could see both teams.
We're
Sorry.
we're definitely in for like a interesting second half here. I mean, both teams going to the sidelines.
So the halftime whistle sounds, and both teams are gearing up to get back on the field. Reggie, obviously 23-0 for both teams. I think, like I mentioned earlier, for the Toros, get back to what they did in the first quarter, and for the Liberty Lions, just keep doing what they've been doing all night.
2, on 2, 1, zoom in.
So we are about to get underway shortly. Any last thoughts before we get back on the field?
I just hope Liberty. No, excuse me, Liberty. I hope Mountain View comes out with some excitement and just enjoyment of being at this game and playing, regardless of the score. You know, these kids are doing what they love, their friends, families watching, and truthfully, I just hope they come out and play as hard as they can.
Ref giving some words over to Liberty's punter before they kick off.
Liberty will be kicking off, and the Toros will be receiving. So could get interesting.
Two players in the end zone for the Toros. I think it's Bodily, I feel. No, Arnett, sorry. And number 1 being Galaviz as well.
Both of their playmakers returning the kick. Hoping they can get a little yardage here and get a good spot to start this second half that is now underway.
Arnett returning this ball. And he's making his way.
Making his way upfield.
Cut through. And he is finally tackled just past the 30-yard line.
Good run.
I mean, that's how you come out the gates. You got to come out swinging. So
there was possibly room to run for more, but in the end he was met, and still good to be on the 30-yard line. And this drive, this offense will come back out here, and
Toros with a good field position here, trying to, get themselves on the board for the first time in the night.
Quarterback under center.
Goodman taking the snap, and it is picked off once again.
Unfortunate there. It's the Goodman to Arnett connection.
It was a simple pass that somehow managed to get out of his hands, and the ball was picked off by number 0.
Take a look at that once again.
Zeth Thews.
In and out of the hands.
A very unfortunate play from the Toros, and once again, the Lions could possibly capitalize on this mistake here.
Something the Toros are not used to seeing there. Fortunately, that 5-0 connection could not be hit, but defense back on the field here.
Another handoff to Jaden Sanchez. We saw a lot of him in the first half, did we?
A lot of getting out to the outside here for the Lions, and it's working. Early in the first quarter, we saw a lot of that up the middle game, and it had a lot of stops by the Toros, but it's looking like it's all Lions here.
Pico back on the field for the Lions. He's about to take the snap, and he's looking. Finds one deep, and it is caught by number 3, Marley Chansey, and the Lions extend their lead to 29.
Chansey just up the left side.
And I guarantee you,
not the start the Toros wanted, Reggie.
And I guarantee you, Andy Litton must be fuming on that sideline right now, because who was picking him up?
Coach is certainly out there being vocal, as we can see from up here.
Lions have the chance to extend their lead to 30. And this was not what the Toros were expecting to hope, or not hoping for at the start of this quarter. And let's see that touchdown again. Pico looking on that side. And nobody was picking him up in the backfield.
The receiver broke down the sideline. Unfortunate there for the Toros as the man's left wide open in the end zone.
Wide wide open.
Bring the score to 30-0.
And that just makes the task even more difficult for Mountain View here.
Again, that touchdown was off the unfortunate interception. The second one of the night. Not what we'd like to see, but I think from this point on, it's just about getting the reps in and making sure that you're prepared for next week. And again, it's early. Never say no. There's a chance. But Liberty's showing why they're the number one team in the state.
Of course.
And the reigning champions.
As the Toros are once again going to receive this ball. Kicker for the Lions lining up his kick. Nick Schwegler.
Yeah, I mean, 2 touchdowns off unfortunate interceptions and then a safety that was unfortunate to start the game. 16 points that you wish you could get back.
And once again, that ball going out of bounds.
So Toros hope to build a little momentum going on the field now. If we coach can calm his players down and let these guys play free now.
Very, very tough battle for them.
As Brady Goodman will be under center here. Number 1 moving in motion and the handoff. He fakes it and Brady Goodman cuts up the middle. Good for about 6 on the play. And he loses
And the
the
ball is
football.
out of his hands. And let's see who recovers that.
I believe the ref's holding up 2nd down, recovered by the offense.
Okay.
Recovered by Hurst Skinner.
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
See what the refs decide here as looks like Brady Goodman will
Walk
off
off.
the field here.
Looks a little bit shooken up after that last play.
Probably a mandatory check over there by the refs as quarterback goes to the ground, unfortunately.
Of course. Not something that we want to see, but you know.
The last thing I feel like the Toros will want to see tonight, but 3rd and 27.
Safety first.
Oh, excuse me. 2nd and 3rd. My apologies.
As there will be a new quarterback on the field, and number 19, Braden Merwin, sophomore.
Sophomore quarterback on the field. We'll wonder if this is just a one-play situation or this will continue. And he fumbles the snap. Unfortunate for the Toros.
And this second half is not going to plan for the Toros at all, as they find themselves with another 3rd down.
It does not look like Brady will step back on the field. Looks like Braden Merwin, sophomore, will continue out there for the Toros.
Brady for Braden.
Excuse me, yes, Braden.
Yeah.
3rd and 7 here. Not much you can do there.
As Meadow takes it up the middle, however, he is brought down just after a couple of steps. By number 10, Darius Steffens.
Fortunate moment there for the Toros, and obviously another 4 and out is not what you'd like to see, but most importantly, healthier quarterback. He should be all right over there on the sidelines. Just had to take him out following the big pile.
Just moving about a little bit gingery up and down that sideline. As the Toros once again go 3 and out. That ball is high up in the air. It's bouncing, and then it finally finds its way out of play.
Fielded right in front of us on the 45-yard line.
Oh.
Reggie, if you're the Toros here, what would you like to see?
I mean, genuinely, I would like to see probably better pass options. You know, it's been a little bit sloppy. We've seen some balls go over the heads of receivers. We've seen some balls being simple passes that are just getting dropped.
Absolutely.
And then obviously they need to be better, like with snapping. snapping the ball.
As we get a holding there on the play.
All right, yeah, holding on the play.
Move the ball 10 yards backwards as there's a holding on the Lions.
We're on you, Cam 1. Cam 2 ready.
Ball spotted around the 35-yard line. So the Lions offense will give it another go.
On first
Not
down.
in their own territory this time.
Yep.
See if the total.
Sorry for that, guys. Another incident happened with our for technical difficulties, but sorry that you missed it. But Esteban Demby Lamas ended up bringing it a few yards, probably 20, 30, Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we've been experiencing a couple of technical difficulties while we've been up here. This is probably like the third time. Yeah, probably the third time we've had a power outage, but there are a couple of plays that you've missed. There was a huge one earlier from the Lions where number 24, Esteban Lamas, he brought it up the field about 30, 35 yards before he was tackled at the 1 yard line. But now the Toros, once again, they have the ball, and doesn't seem like Brady Goodman has returned to the game as Braden Merwin is taking his place. Number number 42. Number 42 in Brecken Garde brings him down as the Toros once again have a 4th down. And they
Yeah,
have it all to do in this quarter.
unfortunate for the Toros after making the goal line stand that we missed during the
Blackout.
Blackout, yes, and it was a great interception by Myron Christensen that brought the ball back for the Toros, but unfortunately, the offense just couldn't get it rolling as Brady Goodman does remain out of the game.
As the punt is up, and it's recovered by the Toros after the ball goes off a Liberty player, and they have really good field position after a disappointing turn back at the end zone.
That's how you create some offense right there, Reggie. I mean, sometimes it doesn't got to be ordinary. It goes off one Liberty player and into the hands of the Toros as the offense will remain with the football.
A little bit of a very high punt, difficult for the receiver to catch, and it was number 4 in
on the recovery, Kaskuskin
Jr.
Kaskuskin Jr. with the handoff to the running back. Again, met up the middle.
So there's a little bit of a scuffle in the middle. Trying to push it.
Pushing.
They're pushing. And finally brought down. Talk about teamwork right there.
See, that's some of the grit I was looking for all night. There it is for the Toros.
Have they finally found the fight in them?
Regardless, just good stuff to build on for both teams, or excuse me, for the Toros specifically.
Good hustle, good play all around. And let's see if they can take advantage of this, as Meadow is once again stuffed as soon as he receives the ball, causing the Toros to lose a few yards.
Number 7, Hudson Dunn with the tackle, just absolutely getting in the backfield and eating it alive.
Of course.
Hudson Dunn, the Minnesota commit.
Ooh.
Number 9th ranked player in the state of Arizona, according to ESPN.
Future Gopher.
Future Gopher, that is correct, as he has clearly been dominant on that right edge tonight.
Marwin's looking, breaks a couple of tackles before he is brought down. A good rush, and the Toros have a 4th down. The question is, Greg, do they go for it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, all situations you go for this. And here they go as the parents and fans get excited for the 4th and 5.
And there's a
and
flag.
There it is.
As number 10 for Liberty causes a false start. Darius Stevens.
And if the play stands, that'll be good for an automatic first down.
Yes. I mean, obviously a rough start to the quarter, but I feel like
a little special teams, a little flags on the defense, self-harm. Toros got the ball on the opponent's 40. Seems like the first time in a while, but it feels good to be back.
Have they finally found that spark to get them going? We can clearly see it as Braden Merwin actually loses a bunch of yards.
Again, number 7 on that play. Hudson Dunn just wrecking havoc.
Obviously, a huge standout player. Number 42 as well, helping with that effort. And Brecken Garde
with the assist on that play.
Yes. Oh.
Unfortunate.
The ball is knocked out of his hands, and the ball is recovered by Liberty, making Brecken Garde again. Brecken Garde again, number 42. He has been impressive.
Players from Mountain View are visibly frustrated As they should be. It's an unfortunate situation on that play as that pump fake comes out of the quarterback's hands and onto the ground into the Liberty's offense hands once again.
Toros have had it rough with snaps.
You know, I'll tell you, Reggie, the Toros tonight have been, I know what the score says, but turnovers, 2-point conversions, you clean a lot of this up, they have themselves a ball game. And of course, it's easier to say in hindsight, but a lot of errors that have led to points for Liberty, and
yes,
hope to clean those up at Mesa next week.
Obviously, they don't want to be sloppy against their crosstown rivals. As Pico is back on the field once again for the Lions.
And that's some of the pressure we were looking for since the first quarter. It went pretty absent in the second, but good tackle there.
3 minutes remaining in the third quarter of this game. Lions looking to stretch their lead even further.
Quarterback's rolling left.
Going down that sideline,
Seeing
it runs out of play.
Seeing that speed get out.
We have
killing them all night long.
We have been seeing that speed. I mean, that was like he was the first player to score tonight for the Lions.
Jaden Pico showing that athleticism and that dual mobility back there.
Yes.
Can run and throw. He's gotten them both ways tonight. For the Toros, some unfortunate offensive possessions, but hopefully on this 3rd and 6, something can happen. 2 wide receivers right. And a flag on the play.
Let's see what the call is here.
I believe that was a false start on the offense.
Yes. And
back them up 3rd and 11.
Lions have a 3rd down right at the 50-yard line.
2 penalties by Liberty in just a few possessions on both sides of the ball. A little sloppiness coming out of the Lions.
He goes looking, and that ball is overthrown in the middle. Could have possibly been picked.
Drilled on the play by can't see him from here, but I believe that was number 8 on the play. Coy Bodley.
Yes.
Excuse me, that was number 9. Sorry for that. Zach Bingham making the pressure and the hit there.
Yep. And the Lions are going to go for
I believe they're punting.
Turn over the ball on downs. Oh. Yep. Punting.
Good 3rd down stop.
Ooh.
Number 24
a late hit on
the punter.
And there is a flag on the play. Cannon Rabin.
Refs won't like those, but Toros may feel a bit of energy from that play.
Yep. About 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Now, will this be a spot play? Will this give them the automatic 1st down? Or will it be a re-kick? I believe the Liberty offense, excuse me, the Liberty defense is coming on the field, so.
We shall see.
Excuse me, is that the Liberty offense heads to the field? Sorry.
Oh yes, they're back on the field.
15-yard penalty cost him. Automatic 1st down for the Lions here. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 in motion.
Sanchez once again going up the middle, breaking a couple tackles before he gets brought down on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Sanchez has been bouncing off tackles all night long, something coach will definitely look forward to addressing come practice next week, making sure to wrap up. 1 wide receiver to the left, hand off to the running back.
Steffen's back on the, oh, sorry.
Jaden Sanchez once again.
Braden Stevens back on the field for the Lions.
Seems like Liberty's just going to go with the pound.
Yep, ground and pound.
Ground and pound game. as they look to chew clock and head towards that home stretch of this football game.
There's number 9 with the tackle.
Zach Bingham once again in the backfield.
Stevens looking for the. That pass is incomplete, broken up by number 4 for the Toros in. Sorry, Cash Skousen.
Second down.
That
Good,
pass
good breakup.
That pass intended for Hun.
Well, wasn't much so a breakup, but way to be in your spot at the right time, right?
Able to cause a lot of distraction out there.
Exactly. Get in the receiver's face and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Running back in the backfield.
Steven hands it off to Sanchez, who once again goes down the middle before being brought down.
Bring up a 3rd down, and for the Lions, that clock will keep on running. Oh, we have a stoppage here.
There is a player down. A bit shaken up, number 24.
Got back to his feet quickly, but shaking up on the play.
Cannon Rabin, walking it off.
Coaches and trainers tending to him as he walks off the field. Timeout for the Lions, I believe. Excuse me, the
Toros.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And Reggie, during this 3rd quarter, what have you seen so far? I know there's been no score, or excuse me, there's been one score that happened. A lot of mishaps. I know it's 7-0 this quarter, but I've almost felt like the Lions have been outplayed this quarter. Just unfortunately.
We've probably seen a turning point somewhere in this half. Obviously, Toro started out rough, giving the ball away because of an interception.
Obviously, last year's contest was a final score of 49-20. So it would be interesting to see what the final is here tonight and what a year difference will make. Certainly for the Liberty Lions, they're just looking to continue off the momentum they've had in the past 2 seasons. The same can be said for the Toros, as they've had successful years, just unsuccessful here tonight, but a lot to improve on early in the season and plenty of work to be done.
Of course. Obviously, Toro's getting off to a rough start this half.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. They, in an odd way, they moved down the field pretty good there, and just unfortunate to get the turnover that led to the score. But big 3rd down here, just for a momentum builder here for the Toros.
Showing a little bit of promise here.
See a receiver motion left.
Stevens looking once again for number 26 as he runs it into the end zone. Nick Source, as the Lions extend their lead to 36-0.
It's unfortunate here tonight for the Toros. The Lions offense just looks honed in. Players are moving, players are running their routes, and once again with the score, 36-0 with the extra point on the way.
Toros being stuck in the Lions den right now, and let's be real.
Yes, they are.
They're looking like dinner.
As everyone knows, we are in the home of the Lions tonight.
Score has been extended to 37 after that field goal. And then we'll take a look at the replay.
Just a nice run there.
As number 26 and Nick Source runs it in.
Great running tonight by the Liberty Lions. Great running. You'd love to see more on the defensive side of the Toros, but sometimes not a lot you can do. As Reggie, I wonder what the quarterback situation will be as we roll back out there. Will they keep Brady Goodman out of the game and just wait until next week? Or they let him get a few more reps?
Trying to scan for him on the sideline.
As we saw earlier, Brady did leave the game after falling into that pit or that pile, excuse me, of players earlier. I do see Brady.
He's up. He's
That
up.
6'4" frame walking about.
He's walking about. It seems like he might get a couple of reps back on the field, sitting on the bench.
A little fun fact to lighten up the mood for the Toros. Both parents of Brady Goodman attended this school, making Brady a legacy. Excuse me, not this exact school, the Mountain View High School.
Yes.
And for Brady, him and his father both rock that number 5 jersey. So bit of a legacy moment here as the kickoff was underway.
Like father, like son, as number 1 for Mountain View stops and thinks about it for a minute before running down. And
Galaviz has had a nice game tonight for the Toros.
he has had a solid game. And 27 for Liberty making that tackle, who is Cannon Collins.
38 seconds left to go in this third quarter. First down, Mountain View. Believe coaches got their players huddled on the sideline. Just hoping to execute a drive, just something to feel good about as they head back home later tonight.
To Mesa.
Unfortunately for the Toros, it's not looking like it's going to be the result they wanted, but again, building some momentum and just going into next week with a clear head and hopefully putting some points on the board here on this drive.
Looking like a long drive back to Mesa for the Toros here. Unless they can.
But Reggie, don't you think sometimes a game like this, start of the year, just like any other sport, I don't want to say it's good, but it brings you back to zero. Last year was last year, this year is this year, and it'll be a good building block.
Right.
You see the carry up the middle by number 8, Coy Bodley, the brother.
The younger brother of Reese Bodley. Number 8? Yeah, number 8. Younger brother of Reese Bodley.
Led the team in rushing yards last year.
Yep. He's now graduated.
So we see Coy get some action late in this ball game.
And that ends the third quarter. Got one more quarter left in this game. And let's see if the Lions can extend their lead a little bit further, or if the Toros can.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like auto owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road, just north of the 101 in North Phoenix.
Welcome back. We are back for the fourth and final quarter of this game. Lions running away with this game, 37-0.
Going into the home stretch here for the Lions, and of course, like we've mentioned so many times, the Toros just hoping to build a positive drive going into the following week. It's a nice run, is taking up the middle here.
By Bodley once again. He's started to have a little bit of a surge in energy.
Some life into the offense.
Exactly.
First and 10 now for the Mountain View Toros.
Let's see what they can concoct in this play.
It's the lefty slings it out to the boundary, and it's a nice play to cut up the middle.
It's number 40.
Sterling Stapley Jr. With a nice catch and run there on the boundary.
Then he is brought down close to the Lions logo.
Keeping the chains moving.
Yep.
Running back in the backfield.
Oh,
The snap is low, recovered by the running back, and he's just going to fall on that. That is number 8, falling on the football.
and that is one thing that the Toros have been struggling with all night.
Ball control, absolutely.
Ball control.
Drop passes, unfortunately going into the hands of the other team.
Fumbled snaps.
Muff fumbles, blocked punts. And again, Reggie, I'll hone down the point. You clean up some things.
We would.
I know it's 37-0, but it could be prettier than it looks.
Yep. And as
Bodley with some nice running.
Barging through a couple of players before he's getting brought down.
Nice run.
Back at near the 44-yard line.
See if they can get into the opponent territory here as 10 minutes are left on the clock.
Hopefully they can get themselves on the board before the night ends.
On the next
His quarterback steps up.
Ooh.
Runs over a few linemen and unfortunately is taken down.
He was brought down
number
inside
13.
the logo. And seems like the Toros might go for it.
Yeah, you know, I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? I mean, you're down 37. You want to get yourself on the board, you know, try to put a little bit of hope back into your team.
Exactly.
So why not go for it?
I don't think that Mountain View is anything to hang their head on about. Tough team, tough place to play opening year. It's number 19.
Once again,
Unfortunately, short of the sticks.
Once again,
Lions
Braden
take
Merlin
over.
as the Toros turn over the ball on downs once again.
The Lions will take over first 10.
The Lions defense is just stout. Like we told you, the many recruits going to be at a new university, excuse me, this following fall. I think for the Lions after tonight, feel pretty good going into next week.
Of course. I mean, first game nerves are out of the way. I mean,
I think in the first quarter we saw those nerves for the Lions for sure, and then they settled in, got into the crowd a little bit, and
playing in front of your home fans, it gives you that that advantage.
These young kids were at school today, and man, there was nothing else they couldn't think about besides taking that field this afternoon and tonight.
Exactly.
For the Toros,
No. But doesn't stop at incomplete. It stops on penalties.
looks like coaches are still reviewing film over on the sideline there. You see the quarterback, Brady Goodman, still on the sidelines.
Seems like another quarterback for the Lions is getting his reps in. That is number 87 out there. Let me see. Number 87, Jackson Clubb, another sophomore in this line team.
Always good to get a few reps in with your quarterbacks. You never know what could happen during the season. You always got to prepare for a future, and it's good to get the sophomores out there, get them some reps regardless.
Yeah, get that blood flowing. So now we have a running clock as the Lions are up by 35-point lead. So we are going into a mercy rule, so the clock is going to keep on going unless the Toros are able to pull something out of their sleeve.
Obviously, with a score this great heading this late into the game, clock's going to keep running and head to that mercy rule like Reggie mentioned. But regardless of if clock running or not, there's still stuff to put on tape. Just like that, beautiful play, met in the backfield. Coaches will love that in film. Brings up the 4th down. A lot of 4th downs tonight for the Lions. A lot of opportunities they went for.
Yep. Some of them were successful, some of them weren't, but
does not look like they'll be going for it here, obviously. Up 37-0 with 7 minutes to go. You see is that number 4 returning?
Nick, go to your right, 20-yard line.
Kaskausen back to receive the catch.
Nick, go, Nick.
Another kick.
Nick, 20-yard line.
It's going.
I wanted you over there already.
Caught around the 25-yard line.
Takes a wild bounce.
No room to return there for Skousen as Toros will take the field on offense.
On the punt, 28 yards.
One of the last times tonight, hopefully just get a few.
Just getting those reps in. That's all that matters at this point. Exactly 7 minutes left on the clock for this game.
I'd love to see a shot here, Reggie. Why
Absolutely.
not?
Why
not?
I mean,
we've yet to see if they have the time to throw, of course.
Yeah.
Because the Lions, I believe, still have their star defenders out there.
Yep.
You might see one.
Here we go.
If it stays in the midfield.
Quarterback. Hands off to the running back. Been able to get to that first level nicely tonight, Reggie, but it's hard to get to that second level with safeties and DBs that are on that Liberty team.
It's been a bit of a tricky game for the Lions, but they've managed to ride those curves. As Bodley once again rushes before being brought down.
Both teams just continue to let that clock run down.
And today's player of the game will be Myron Christensen and Zachary Galavies.
Christensen coming down with the pick in the back of the end zone. Made a nice play on the ball. He's had a few nice catches.
And speaking of which, Galavies just catching that ball from Merwin before being brought down. We have about 5.5 minutes left in this game. As a player is down for Liberty.
3-2 on 2. That's a good shot right there.
So the trainers tend to him, could just be tired as he gets some water.
Yep, a little bit of fatigue, resting.
Stretching out the legs.
Yep, must be a cramp.
Player of the game, number 21.
Honestly, a beautiful night, though, out here in Arizona.
I mean, I feel the breeze,
Can't ask for much in this hot climate at times. But football is back, ladies and gentlemen. Football is back.
I mean, we got
high school's kicking off.
I mean, we got college football
kicking off this weekend.
I mean, did you see that South Florida Boise
I did not.
State game?
What's the result?
I believe South Florida won that game.
Wow.
It was a blowout.
Blowout, really?
Blew
out in South Florida.
Yeah.
I believe that Boise game started earlier today, Boise State.
Yep. And then also ASU football is coming back.
Absolutely.
Sun Devil football.
Sun Devil footballs will return to the Valley on Saturday, taking on NAU.
And then the following week, NFL. The NFL is finally back.
The fellas are back. The fantasy football teams are back.
You got your fantasy team?
Of course. Unfortunately, I drafted Rashi Rice 2 days ago, though.
Man.
So Rashi Rice and Jordan Addison will be enjoying my bench. But as we take the field once again for the offense.
I had a couple of key players taken off of me as well for fantasy.
You can never plan for a draft, man.
Can never.
You go into it with an idea, and the next thing you know, DeAndre Swift is your running back too. But anyways.
Yep.
But
back to the game.
Back to the game. So
Bodley once again rushing up the middle for being brought down inside.
I liked what I seen out of Bodley tonight late.
Yep.
But I think the two standout players for me for the Toros is obviously the man who came down with the interception. In a game like this, sometimes it's hard to feel confident about your play, but I think Myron Christensen will be. He should be pleased with how he performed tonight.
He was definitely one of the standout players. Obviously, that interception in the end zone
during our blackout.
Yep.
So they will look to chew clock on this first down and continue up the middle. Toros may not want to say it, but ultimately looking to wrap this game up and go home. Number 17 is
down.
Believe once again, correct? As
If,
the man who was getting
if I'm not mistaken,
stretched.
I believe that is Xavier Earlbuck.
Hopefully everything's all right with him.
This is the first time we're saying his name tonight.
Oh, that was that.
Yep. His.
Oh, that trainer was
Yep. He's down. Trainer's giving him some attention.
Treatment here.
Obviously, not something that we would like to see, but you know, we're gonna go to a quick break as the trainers tend to him. We will see you in a bit.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Once again, we are back for the final 4 minutes of this game. Liberty up by 37. Going into a mercy rule.
Clock will continue running, ladies and gentlemen. Clock will continue running.
Just final thoughts on this game before we wrap up and everything.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it all night, but unfortunate result. I know what the end score is, but there was a lot left on the field for the Toros, and again, you can't justify 0, but a lot of unlucky moments, and I think this team will go into next week with a fresh mind, this crowd support, and that rivalry game, right?
Yep, rivalry game against
exciting.
Mesa.
So we'll see if Mountain View will continue as the celebrations commence on the opposite end for the Lions, and Coach is still wanting to see a few more things out there, boys, out here.
I mean, what a way to make a statement in your opening game, the Liberty Lions.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure Coach Colin Thomas would be very pleased. As Merwin runs down the sideline, evades a tackle before being pushed out of play over at the 37-yard line.
Seen some nice running out of him tonight. I mean,
Yep.
I know sometimes it's a run for your life situation.
Yeah, but like
he's
he sure knows how to scramble.
Yeah, how tall is this fella?
Do
not have that here, but
I do.
Aha.
Let's look through the notes. Braden Merwin. No stats on him either.
I mean, from over here, he doesn't look like the biggest guy in the field, but he's making defenders miss. He's running around, getting loose. I believe that was a turnover on downs, though. So
very shifty.
Liberty will look to run this clock out and ultimately go home victorious.
Get a few reps on the ball as well, as we are getting closer and closer to that 2-minute warning.
It's number 28 there on the carry. I believe that is
on the carry, number 28,
Jaden Chitto.
Jaden Chitto, 5'5", 185. But man, looks like he has some power back there. Looks bigger than 5'5", don't you think?
Definitely bigger than 5'5".
I mean, from where I'm looking, he's
looks 6'5". Imagine if he was 2 inches taller.
So Reggie, there was a lot of talk about Brady going into tonight. Obviously, not the result they wanted as a team, and certainly not how Brady anticipated this game going after a fabulous season last year.
Yep.
You know, as a player, what do you say to yourself as you go home tonight? What do you improve on? And you can't put all the blame on yourself.
I mean, obviously, everybody has a bad day, you know?
Absolutely.
It's a bump in the road. You just got to come back to practice that following Monday or Saturday or whatever.
Because he's clearly proven he's their guy. I mean,
He's that's what he's shown with countless times why he's QB1. He's the primary choice and what Andy Litton sees in like this Mountain View squad. So
just for Liberty tonight, though, unfortunately for Brady and that offensive line,
yeah,
Hudson Dunn was wreaking havoc. Rightly so, the number 9 player in the state of Arizona, according to ESPN's rankings, committed to the University of Minnesota, and man.
Oh, and the pass is broken up by number 4, Cash Skousen.
Nice jump on the play there. Unfortunate to not get it in his hands, but as we see this clock run down, and Reggie, I'll let you take it away.
I mean, almost picked off and everything, but 47 more seconds on this clock. Seems like the Lions will
let this one run out.
Let this clock run out. It's an ideal start for Liberty, not so ideal start for Mountain View, but it's only week 1.
Week 1, you got your feet under you, got your feet wet.
You got about 9 to 10 more weeks to go.
Exactly.
And who knows?
A lot to improve on.
And to be fair, Liberty was the only team that Mountain View lost to last season,
right?
Handing them their only regular season loss. And
for the Toros, with 4 seconds to go, I'd say, like I've said all night, they had their moments, but just did not go their way. As number 0 takes the final catch of the night, and he'll work his way as much as he can.
Out of the end,
as Talon Arnett is tackled to finish this ball game tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Lions picking up a win on the first day as the players go to the middle to shake hands.
Final score of 37-0. Unfortunate for Mountain View tonight and the Toros of Mountain View as the fans leave the stadiums. But there can't be too much you hang your head down for,
Yeah. It's first day jitters, as we mentioned, constantly throughout this game. And obviously, they have a huge rivalry game. Sure.
I understand this is week 1 as well, but they went into the Lions' Den this week, and not a lot of teams have come out successful. So ultimately, great experience for the boys, great experience for the coaches, and lots to build on.
Absolutely. But Greg, do you have any final thoughts on this game, and what can both sides take away from tonight?
I think Liberty's primed for another great year. I think we saw that on display tonight. The plays early and often were just well drawn out. And I think for the Toros, like we said all night, a lot to build on, but there were some players who played well tonight, showed out, obviously didn't get the result they wanted.
Right. And we want to thank all of you guys for hanging out with us as we call this game. And that will do it for us tonight. From Peoria, Arizona, I'm Reggie Wright.
For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Greg Graves.
And we will see you next week.